Doing it? Are we doing it? Are we ding dang? We're doing it! We're live! Hello! Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Welcome to your last chance to fill out a March Mascot Madness bracket, but I'm going to talk more about that in a second. We got some cards, and we're excited. So we're going to rip some of these Topps Cosmic Chrome. There was a mad panic by the Beeb this morning at 8:59 a.m. as she came hustling in. She goes, let's rip a pack! So that's what we're going to do. We won some cards. My fingers are kind of greasy. We're looking for the Wemby auto. I'm sure we're not going to find it. All right. You go?
You go?
What?
Well, I'm not sure how to pronounce his,
All right.
first name.
Oh. Laurie Markinson?
You sure?
Markinson?
I'm not great at this.
That's fine. I have Amari Bailey. These are also like kind of hard to showcase because they are chrome.
Kyrie Irving? Probably.
There's no way. Okay. I can see the back of your final card, and I'm like, oof, that's a bad one. Kelly Oubre?
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Michael Porter Jr.?
Oh, Michael Porter Jr. There you go.
I'm trying to do...
Cole Anthony.
Ugh. This nerd again.
Ooh. I got AI. Allen Iverson. This is the only AI that I like, okay? Artificial intelligence? Well, it's fine. Anyway, there you go.
Is that his name, AI?
Yeah, well, that's his nickname.
I see.
His nickname is AI. What you're really here for... What do you mean, ugh?
I got two of the same...
You got two of the same player. That does suck. Was it the same card?
That's what I was looking for. I think so. Hold on.
Did you really get the same card twice?
Yeah.
Oh, you got like a refractor, though.
Oh, I see.
It's at least like kind of different. It looks like baseballs, which is weird, but there you go. What you find folks are here for, though, is your final chance to fill out a bracket for March Mascot Madness. You have under 27 hours to fill out a bracket before I start recording it offline, and it posts every Sunday and Monday throughout the month of March. Thank you for joining me today. There is no audio in the game at the moment. Hopefully I fixed it, but if I didn't, I'll have to crawl under the desk. What I thought I would do would be that I would find 4 matchups, do 5-minute halves, give you a little taste, a little test of a taste test, some might say, of March Mascot Madness. What is it? What are we doing? Why is it fun? And then after each of the 4 games, I will give you a chunk of the bracket that you can fill out over on challenge.com/mascot25, I want to say is what the URL is. It is indeed mascot25, so you can do that. Thank you so much for joining me. Depending on how well this goes, I might be doing some more YouTube streams on Fridays in the future. I want to do something because in 2 weeks, the MLB The Show releases 25. I want to do a big long stream of that. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Thanks for joining me today. Let's jump in. I have 4 matchups. I picked 2 teams from each quadrant of the bracket, and we're going to watch some games. So, it's saved for me. Our first game is going to be, and I like this as a starter matchup. I don't know what I'm looking. Oh, headset. Turn it on. Power on. And we're going to be watching Dayton take on Miami. Okay, there is audio. Dayton and Miami. M-I-A-M-I. There you go. That's our first matchup. We just watch. We watch and enjoy. It'll be on All-American, and we'll just do 5 minutes. Bam. And we're ready to roll. I do have chat up, ready to roll. Oh, I didn't need to learn more. I just meant to exit out. I didn't do that. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll pull this as a... Well, that's okay. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. The MLB The Show 25 would ideally be a subathon marathon sort of thing. So that is the plan there. Oh, it looked like Miami got a hand on the tip, but Dayton comes away with the ball. And we are underway here in the first of 4 matchups that we're going to take a look at. The center kicks to number 22 off the right rim. Win for the alley-oop dunk animation. It's a little tricky to tell. I'm going to talk about this a lot throughout the entire thing. The feet are weird. That is a 3 if it goes. It is good. and Miami gets the lead. Two defenders coming in to try and crash on the play, but unable to get there. The feet are weird. The body dimensions, from what I can tell, are just the regular players, and then the mascot outfit is draped over the top of it. So the feet get kind of funky, where 3s look like 2s, but they're 3s, and 2s look like... or 3s look like they're 3s, but they're 2s, that whole sort of thing. Miami is firing on all cylinders, back-to-back 3s, and Dayton's in a hole early, and we're also, you know, maybe Sean's a little excited, a little happy that it's only 5 minutes, because it's not a good start for the Dayton Flyers. I love the Dayton Flyers. Nice pass inside, and a defensive foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. First points for Dayton could come from the free throw line, but they miss left. This is both a hype stream for you fine folks, as that one was off the front, and they just can't get a basket. That's unbelievable. 0 for 2 from the line, 2 extra shots at it, and just can't put it down. Oh, nice block by Dayton on the inside to slow the Miami offense down. 2 quick passes inside. Oh my God. It's just not fair. That's the play. In NCAA March Madness 2005, that's the play. 2 quick passes inside the center, usually, or whoever gets the ball, in that case it was the center. They usually have the advantage, except for Miami said, no thank you. Dayton will again go to the line. Second foul on Miami. And they finally get on the board. Okay, good job, Dayton. It only took you 1 minute and 40 seconds. But their defense has been stout. A nice block on the inside, a good steal. And they'll switch to a... well, I guess we don't know if they would run a full court defense regularly. Bounce pass inside. Kicked outside to number 11. Kick to number 22. Oh, what I should do is see if I can get names in there. I would try to remember to do that. We are using the PlayStation 2 if you're curious. I'm sure I've used both consoles in the past, PlayStation 2 and Xbox. I love that play right there. That's a really great shot fake. Nice little side step, and I just drained it from the free throw line. This game also might not have the random roster, or random like name generation. Dayton with a nice response to keep it at a 4-point game. Ooh, another block inside for Dayton. And a good job. A good job to get those loose balls. A couple of times they've both been blocked toward the baseline. 2 quick passes inside. Hook shot. Okay, that was off the back rim. No good. SG22. Nice pick by point guard number 14. Oh, dangerously close to the over and back. Stolen away by number 13. It's unfortunate. They went back up the floor instead of down toward the baseline. Looked like there was a player open, but Miami's done a great job at closing those opportunities down, and they do an excellent job closing that opportunity down. The speed of the Hurricanes giving Dayton some trouble, and a nice steal to give them the ball right back. Nice bounce pass inside, and it's pretty good defense. I mean, everything about that looked good. No foul call, straight up, trying to fight through the contact to make the shot. It's good stuff on both sides. 10-4. A little over a minute to go here. Number 14 bounces to number 11, who loses the ball. Weird animation there. It's another 3 for Dayton. Rattles around and drops. Cuts the lead in half. 10-7. Under a minute to go here in half number 1. Dayton down by 5 following a nice Miami shot. Center fouled on the way up. Did he get fouled earlier and miss both free throws? Drains the first, and it's a 1-possession game. Really, a lot of credit should go to the Dayton defense. They've done a good job keeping them in. They haven't done the best job at taking their steals or their blocks and turning them into points on the other end. But it's at least slowed Miami's offense down a little, or enough. Ooh, and that's an offensive foul. Drove the shoulder into the defender, and can they hold for the final shot? Waiting for that. I think it's 35 seconds. I'm okay with that shot. It's a deep three to tie it. 12-12. An aggressive pass for Miami up the floor. 5 seconds. Inside, looking for a little bit of room. Good job using all of the clock. Didn't give Dayton an opportunity. And we are going to the second half tied at 12, which means that Miami scored 6 points in that opening 45 seconds, minute, whatever it was. And the Dayton defense was able to hold them to that same number of points over a 4-minute time span. And they get a steal right off the rip. And that's a good start for the Dayton Flyers. Jammed inside. It's one of the few times they've been able to get inside and actually finish the play without the Miami defense being incredible and making the play. And that is just, it's a bad route run by the defender for Dayton, but it's a really good pass. It's a really good pass regardless. 14-14, second half underway. Foul on the shot, and that is the 4th total foul for Miami this game. I don't think Dayton has one. Those capes look real weird. 15-14, Dayton out front. I was a little worried that we were going to get one of the games that we commonly have in these tournaments where team falls behind early, like Dayton did, 6, 8, 10 points, somewhere in that range. And then they kind of just stay in that range. They fall back down by double digits. They're able to chip it away a couple of times to a 2-possession, maybe even a 1-possession game, but they just can't get over that hump. They miss some shots. They slip down by 10, and then it's just kind of this weird waffling of like, well, this team's going to win. It's just going to be, is it between 3 points or 10 points? But Dayton did a good job to fire back, just like Miami did on that shot. Nice open three. And it's 19-17. Oh, there it is. Nice play. You could see it developing. Defender just a tad late, but still had enough speed to at least try to contest it. Good job not to foul on that. 19-19. Things have picked up here. Oh, 11 had the shot. Ooh. That's out of bounds. Yeah, that's also. I'm glad this game has given us a lot of the weirdness of this game right in the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of this video, but it's funky. Nice shot by Dayton, fought through the contact, got the bucket. Oh, out of bounds are also weird with the feet. Some of the feet are bigger than others. I don't know who would have... Because there's a couple teams that just... I think Arizona State's one of them that just, like, is just regular shoes. But then you have a lot... Like, you have Ducks that have, you know, big flappy feet. Those are where it gets real funky. Hey, a 23-19 game. White sock alert, everyone. Bounce pass inside. Nice block. Dayton's defense is doing it. They are up by 4 with 2 to go. It's number 11. Nice job. Nice putback right there. We see that animation take players out of plays that should have an offensive rebound, and they clear up the defensive rebound and make it nice and easy for the opposing team, but sometimes it works for 2. Nice hook shot over 3 defenders. It's 25-21. 1:45 to go here in the second half. Oh, nice steal. That's what you need. Now you don't have to you don't have to force the fouls as early. Got to take advantage of it. That's a nice pass. Defenders just kind of spun around there. And it is a 2-point game. These are the kind of games that you hope for in Mascot Madness. Oh, that is a deep 3, but he buries it. Timeout, Miami. It's a 5-point game. This is one of my favorite features is that they only give you, when you watch it, it's only 5 seconds for the timeout. NBA 2K. I have to sit here and mash the X button. Just trying to get through it. It's a 2. Tipped in, rattled, and dropped out. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to drop in, but it's a great putback there. And it's a 3-point game. No reason for Miami to foul here, but I do like a little pressure in the backcourt. The 3 is no good. That's too quick a shot, in my opinion, for the Dayton Flyers. I can see there's just a tad of... He wasn't as open as you would like to see in that scenario. There's a little latency between my feed and the stream, so I get to kind of take a second peek at that. It's a great play by Miami inside. They've intermittently had the advantage. They started really strong, but they kind of gave up some interior points here and there. Oh, almost a steal, almost an over and back, and they will foul. Now, we have a lot of these fouls. And what the team can do is try and get a steal on the inbound. And you kind of like to see that. It's foul number 4, so you have 2 more shots at it. Or maybe now it's 2. That was 5. We'll sub out. Oh, there it is. There's a steal on the inbound. You're driving. Inside, kicks out. Oh my goodness. Slice in between the defenders. It's tipped or picked, excuse me. Oh my goodness. They had exactly what they needed. Oh, Miami. Oh, they got exactly what you want. Exactly. Ooh, but they get the second best option, which is a 1-and-1. That's only half good. Or I guess maybe that would be the third best option. First best option would be a steal. Okay. Oh, they lost it again! They kept going inside. They were doing a very good job on the interior. Dayton has not been good at free throws all day. And that will do it. 5.2. Miami will take a timeout, but this is the heartbreaking kind of game that you see. Miami got out to an early lead. Granted, it was very early. Dayton did a great job to just keep it within reach. They didn't have to do too much to get back. Technically, 6 points is a 2-possession game. And then got blocked. Oh my God. Just for fun, got blocked at the end. They fell apart on 3 consecutive offensive possessions. But Miami gets out to that lead, and you think, okay, this looks bad for me because, boy, does it look bad for me. Because we're going to have a really boring game to start. But Dayton, like I was saying, did a good job. They kept it to a 2-possession game. They did a nice job defensively. Even if it didn't turn into offense, it at least slowed Miami's rhythm down. Miami kept trying to go inside, especially late in that game, and they just couldn't get it to go. So I don't know if the defense made an adjustment. Sometimes it feels like the defense does make adjustments, but I don't know that they did in that case. Maybe they did, just kind of de facto, but 31-27 is your final. And while we get you set for game number 2, let me run you through the first 8 matchups of Mascot Madness. We got to go game modes. Mascot game. And I'll try to do this nice and quick. We have Ball State and Auburn leading things off. I don't know that if I usually show them off or if I just tell you who it is. Yeah, whatever. Ball State and Auburn going to be game number 1. Then we will head to Seattle, which is kind of fun. WA, Washington. The Huskies will be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a great matchup. I love this one visually. Just Tigers, Huskies, good colors. Especially, I really like the Memphis Tigers in that one. Just as far as aesthetic is concerned. North Carolina and Boston College. North Carolina and Boston College is next. I get to learn my alphabet, which is always fun. Eagles, Rams, will red versus blue for you. We have a former Pac-10 matchup with Oregon and Colorado. My headset is freaking out. Oregon Ducks taking on the Buffaloes. Then we get one of the teams that we just saw, which will be the Dayton Flyers. Dayton Flyers taking on Arkansas. Arkansas is a team that we will see later. I did not realize that it somehow... I randomly picked these. I grabbed each chunk of the list, put it into a random picker, ran it twice, and then matched it up, or mixed it up. And then now I did not realize that Dayton and Arkansas played, and I think we have Arkansas later in the video. We are going to go head to Florida after that. For the Gators, a great mascot there. Taking on NC State. The Wolfpack. There you are. Georgia and Penn State. Penn State's mascot is awful. I don't know why. The head has and then they are taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. There are 3 Georgias. Georgia Bulldogs. There you go. Dogs versus cats. And then the last game of round 1 is Iowa State and Mississippi State. FGH Iowa State. Iowa State. And Mississippi State. MISSISSIPPI. Mississippi State and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs. So there you go. As for the video today, we are going to move to game number 2, which is Ball State taking on UConn. Where's the Ball State? Oh, did I do this wrong? Whatever. I'll figure it out later. And UConn is under Connecticut, but I don't like spelling Connecticut, so I just write UConn. Connecticut. We'll jump in. Number 11. I don't think the rankings matter. Louisville has won every single one of these damn things, so their record is absolutely ridiculous. While this is loading, I'll remind you, hey, subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button. Why is that so far behind? Okay. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what's going on. That's fine. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock out the pop-out chats. There we go. Well, okay. I was trying to... Yeah, the pop-out chat will be nice because then I can just kind of scroll down. Okay, weird start already. UConn's already at the free throw line, and it's 1-0 immediately. I was trying to blow my nose, so I'll just do that now. I don't have a lot of stats for these games, but 2 fouls in 13 seconds feels like that's an anomaly. That's ridiculous. Ball State must not have even been on their own side of the floor for the first 20 seconds of this game. They put UConn on the line to shoot 2, and then fouled again to get an inbound pass. And UConn quickly out to a 4-0 lead. What are the matchups? I wonder if I gave something. Oh, you know what? I got Arizona and Arkansas mixed up. Oh, you know why? Because I was playing Arkansas in MVP 07. That's why. That's why. UConn misses the shot. 4-0 early. I have so many windows on top of windows with other windows. And that's stolen away. What am I looking for? 6-0. Hey, where have we seen this before? Let's see if the Ball State defense can turn things around. Or maybe the offense. One of the two has to do something. I guess transition would be like the third phase of the game. There's a nice dunk inside. Come on, give me some good games here. For the people. Showcase, let's showcase for the people. I gotta fill out my bracket. Hopefully you're filling out your bracket. Oh, that's blocked. That's blocked. Everything's blocked. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Oops, oops, oops. My phone is very slow, so instead of going to the site that I needed to go to, I have now Google searched Jackass trading cards, which I would love to own a box of, but they are very expensive. Missed my opportunity a couple of years ago before they skyrocketed in price. They weren't terribly expensive. They weren't inexpensive, but they weren't expensive, you know? 8-2. And Ball State Cardinals? Yeah, Cardinals. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, I'm not logged in. Over and back? Oh, what a disaster. What a disaster. Oh my god. This is I hate this one. That's a nice shot. Connecticut up 10-4. 2 minutes to go here in the first. I needed to send her one very there it is. Might be change the color of an icon. I'm very old now. Blocked beyond the 3-point line, but recovered nicely by Ball State. Blocked inside, but that time UConn comes away with it. That's a dangerous pass backwards. Just a couple of defenders in the area. 3 for UConn is up and good. There's some action, please. Or I guess don't take the picture. Goodness gracious. Oh, this is fun. 13-4. Thankfully, I'm not missing a good game. That's happened before. There's one game I told a very involved, long-winded story about nearly pooping my pants at a Subway. And it was a good game. It's man, you got to save that for 13-4 blowouts. This is such a big credit to Dayton's defense or Dayton's team to just turn around and do anything else. Inside and slammed it home. 15-4 long 3, no good. 6 consecutive missed field goals. They're shooting under 15%. Okay, Ball State. You get the ball first. Okay, that's fine. Hey, take it to the line. That's what you did. That's what you let them do. And they got off to a good start. As the shot is up and good. There you go. Take all the free throws you can. You're clearly not showing much else. This headset is falling apart. 15-6. Yukon. Nice block inside. My nose is driving me insane. 15-6. There you go. Take it. Okay. All right. Well, that was such an unnecessary dive animation. That looks like me on any sort of grass. Hey, throw me a ball so I can dive for it. Are they just missing everything? 17-6. Step back, but it's blocked, and it's a free basket on the other end. Nice, easy layup, and is it 19-6? Ball State gave us hope. These are the games you look and go, thank God it's 5 minutes. I know I said that in the last one. I was proven wrong. Ball State, I don't think is going to do that. They're shooting under like 15% from the field. It's awful. Spin move. So, hey, maybe if you see one of these teams that you like, maybe one of these teams that you don't like. Maybe you like the fight of Dayton. Maybe you like Miami if they just kind of get their stuff together toward the end of the game a little bit more. They could have stolen a win away. Maybe you can use this to inform a few of your picks. Now, granted, these teams do not play each other, just as a reminder. They play other teams. Ball State, I think, leads us off. Did I read that correctly? Remember that correctly? Yeah, they play Auburn. So, hey, maybe think about that. Consider that in your decision making. I don't know how good the other team is. They're playing Auburn. 2 quick passes inside. That's usually how that play works. I'm surprised that it was actually blocked on the interior. Nice 2 blocks in 1 possession. 2B, 1P, you know? That's a real bad acronym because it's still bad. You can still make that bad. 2 baddies, 1 pistachio. Ball State, I don't know if you know this. You don't really have time to be doing this. You cannot be taking 25 seconds off the clock every possession. Especially if you miss it. It's a good offensive rebound. Nice putback. I don't know, maybe work the interior a little bit more. That's a nice block. 8 blocks in this game. Are you serious? I was not expecting. I choked on that stat. Holy moly. I choked on his big blocks. Oh my gosh. Clap. Defense. Tipped away. 13-point game. Ball State apparently just doesn't it doesn't understand math. Really got to start working quick possessions here. Are they going to break double digits? Okay. All right. I was going to say, boy, if they miss that free throw right there, and then oh God, if they miss that free throw, nice. Okay. That's another one of the weirdnesses of this game is when they do that steal animation and go for the dive, the momentum really, especially toward the boundaries, pulls them so far toward the sideline that it ends up as being like a really nice turnover that immediately gets negated due to weird physics. So it's nice to see that Ball State called the timeout as he was sliding to negate that second half of the problem. Now they are still down 11. That shot was kind of bad. I think I know who I'm picking in that first game. I lost last year's. I lost it badly. I guess I haven't really talked about that. And if you go to challenge.com, and the link is in the description, challenge.com/mascot25. I did give the thing earlier, but If you head to that, you can sign up for an account. It's real quick and easy. I do not have access to your email if that is a concern of yours, which I understand. I don't see it. They're like, hey, pay for this. And I'm like, I don't want anybody's email, please. No, thank you. You can sign up for an account. It's quick and easy. It's free. You can make predictions, and the bracket starts where the first round is 32 games. Those are all worth 1 point, and then it doubles every round doubles the point value. So if you can get one or two teams to get deep in the tournament, that might be your opportunity to get a win. I think that's how it worked last year, if I remember correctly. It was a lot of it was like one or two teams. I think there were 3 really important games in the Sweet 16, something like that. So if you can get a team to get deep, that gives you a good opportunity to win. Because it is, and the idea is that it's just a total crapshoot, you know. If I were you, and we'll talk about them here in a moment when we see. Actually, we'll see them after this, the end of the next game. That one wasn't really all that interesting, and that's sometimes that happens. UConn wasn't necessarily the best team. Ball State was just really bad, and that happens every once in a while where you'll see a team like UConn scored 21 points. The last game, both teams scored more than 21 points, and those are some of the more frustrating losses where you see a team that goes like, they lose like 65-63, you know, maybe it's a little more because it's an overtime, whatever it is, and then you watch a team put up 42 points and go, yeesh. We saw the two better teams in a different game, and neither of these teams deserve to advance, but that's the way of the game. 21-10, your final. That was not great. While we get you set for game number 3 here, let's go through day 2 of the bracket. 32 matchups in the first round, 64 teams total. It'll be 4 parts for the first round, 8 games per day. And then it'll be 2 parts for the round of 32. The Sweet 16 is all one video, and then the Elite 8, Final 4, third place game, and the championship are all in that final video. So, without further ado, we are heading to the A section for the away team, a little team called the Arizona Wildcats. They are taking on one of my favorite mascots, the Ohio Bobcats. And that is how the mascot actually looks in the game. So there you go. We have Marquette taking on UNLV. The Runnin' Rebels taking on Marquette. Golden Eagles and Runnin' Rebels. Red and gold there. Oh, this one feels like it's kind of a... Oh, God, I hate this mascot. Oh, God. Why did I select them first? This feels like it's actually a rivalry. Maybe Midwest thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Hey, feel free to correct me in the chat. Iowa taking on Nebraska. Will be game 3 of day 2. One of the better mascots. We have a couple of really good mascots in this day alone. East Tennessee State is going to be taking on Oklahoma. Oklahoma is not the mascot that I am hyping up here. East Tennessee State. We have East Tennessee State in Ohio. And another mascot that I like, Michigan State. It's one of the few humanoid mascots in here because it is actually a mascot texture. You'll notice that most, if not all of these are, they're all animals, or they're not humanoids, right? Because they're dumb. USC has never played because they are stupid. Their mascot sucks. Anyway, Clemson, Michigan State. I like this matchup for day number 3. We got a couple of U's taking on each other. We have the UCLA Bruins. I don't like their eyebrows. Every time I see it, I'm like, I don't like the eyebrows. Taking on the Utah State Aggies. Little blue on blue there. Kansas and Cincinnati. The Bearcats for Cincinnati, pretty good. Kind of big doofy head. I wish the jersey had a little bit more going on there. But what can you do? Kansas Jayhawks. I don't really love the Kansas logo, if I'm being honest. I do love that it's number 1/2. It's literally one half. I love that aspect of it, but it's leaves a lot to be desired otherwise. LSU in Minnesota. I love the Golden Gopher. And the LSU Tiger isn't too bad itself. So that's was that Minnesota, Cincinnati, Michigan State, East Tennessee State, and Ohio. That's 5 of 16 mascots I think are genuinely good. So there you go. That is day number 2. We have game number 3, which is Arizona and Southern Miss. Southern Miss. Southern Miss and Arizona. Wildcats and Golden Eagles. Oh, thankfully it saves. Oh, thank God. I guess I should have realized that, but it's when I reset the game. That's when it becomes a problem. All right, here we go. Ooh, boy, this is kind of an ugly matchup. A lot of tan on the court. Oh, I thought he was going to drive to the basket, and I think the defender thought so too. Out of bounds, Arizona ball. I think it would have been Arizona ball either way. A nice block to start the day. Driving inside, missed the shot. Good defense from Southern Mississippi early here. There's a nice kick, but no good. I do love the crowd saying, "Free!" Can I look at the... Can I not look at the live stuff on my own mobile dashboard? God, this is annoying. The YouTube Studio is, like, some features are real good on the back end on the YouTube, like, on the app, and then it's not as good with the desktop version, and then sometimes the desktop version is better than the mobile app. It's just like, just be the same, please. Arizona 3. Ooh, Southern Miss with another block. That's a huge block. That could have doubled the lead to 6. But the Southern Mississippi defense is doing pretty good. A couple blocks already. A foul is called. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Is he right in there? 2 for 2 from the line. I was going to say, it should be enough. Bounce pass back. Drives around. 3 is up and good. So good job by Southern Mississippi there. No one has ever abbreviated Mississippi as Mississippi. That's not how that works. That's the dumbest way you could do that. Mississippi. E. 1 syllable. 1 letter. What, like, because you'd have, like, Southern Mississippi. Just say, just throw the other letters on the end. Southern Mississippi. 8-3 here. Arizona leads. Good rotation on the interior by the Golden Eagles. I don't know how to... They're two words either way. Southern Mississippi or Golden Eagles. Golden Eagle chai. It's the Beebs order at Dutch Bros. That's how I'll remember it. And I say, what do you want? And she says, you know. And I'll go, yeah, you want the Southern Mississippi mascot, the Golden Eagle. A very convoluted way to remember that, but we got there. Oh, another good block. This defense doing a good job to hold their team or to keep themselves in kind of striking distance. It doesn't feel like it because this offense is not looking great. God, what a shot in my face that would have been if that three-pointer went down. Arizona, right, there you go. Get that extra defender out there, slide to your left a little bit, try to create some space. Southern Mississippi's been good on the outside shots, getting some blocks. A little fade away off the glass, that'll work. Something Dayton had trouble with was turning those positive defensive plays into offense. That's just a better shot than defense. I don't think there's anything for you to be bummed about. Southern Mississippi did a good job to rotate, fight through the screens, get to the ball, and at least create a contested shot. The big three is up and good. That's huge. Southern Mississippi making it at least a little interesting, which I appreciate. Nothing worse than back-to-back bad games. There was one whole video that had just really unlucky a really unlucky string of bad matchups. Because I try to keep track of okay, what are the best games that we've had in the tournament. I tend to lean towards comebacks. Hey, X team was down by 10 or whatever, and it's just I remember taking notes for that and going there was nothing here. Just ignore this round. .30 seconds. Shot clock is still on. They have him freed up for the three. It's a clean look at it, but can't get it to go. The tip-in is good. So there are two plays that work really well in this game. It was the double bounce, the two quick passes inside to a player in the paint. That's play number one. Number two is they run a wing or perimeter shooter down by the baseline. The defender gets caught up in traffic, and he ends up in the kind of the corner spots, basically, wide open. And those are the two plays that we see consistently work in this game. And we saw it work for Arizona. 15-10 at half. The Golden Eagles get the ball first, but unfortunately turn it over immediately. And that's a great start for the Wildcats. There it is. Nice pass inside. Nice feed. And an easy bucket. Touchdown separates the two teams. Too bad Pete Wheeler's not here to hit a touchdown. Oh, got tipped away again. Trying to create some separation, but doesn't have the ability to, it seems. Just maybe a step slow. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to end up trying to throwing up a shot. Didn't work. Eagles give us a good look at big talons on the feet. Oh, this is actually a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. Arizona just has shoes. So it's easy to tell if they're inbounds, out of bounds, threes, twos, whatever. Southern Mississippi has big old fat feet. Big old talons on their feet. And that makes it real tricky because that last shot, when the crowd goes three, I went, are you sure? You positive? That was a dangerous pass. That's a great job by the offensive player to know that that ball was going kind of wildly. Get to it, throw it up off the glass and in. There you go. I like the ball movement there. Thought it a good opportunity at an offensive rebound, but unfortunately couldn't get it to go. There's a three for Arizona, left it a little short. Couple minutes gone here in the second half. 19-12. Kicks to the corner. 3 is up. 3 is good. It's a 4-point game. Go, team, go. Bounce pass inside. Oh, wow. So that is a surprising turn of events. They left the layup short on the rim. See if the Southern Mississippi, okay, they're chipping away here. This is one of those good scenarios where it's like, the game looks like it's going to get out of hand. It could turn into that UConn game that we just watched where Ball State just seems like they just threw 5 people out there who have never touched a basketball in their life, accidentally making baskets. Or you have what Dayton and what Southern Mississippi have done here where they've fallen behind and been able to just kind of chip away. Okay, well, yeah, I'm trying to compliment you when you throw the pass away. Have some good defensive plays, turn that into offense, and, knock it down, have a chance of the lead, and you just throw it to the other team. It makes sense. Brett Favre went to Southern Mississippi, so throwing a blind pass across your body for an interception, not an uncommon. It's a way of life. They're wide open for 3 quick passes inside. Left that one a little short. The second defender came in. It maybe threw off the timing of that shot. Also just didn't look like it was high enough at all. Oh boy. This is a good example. I was talking about it a little bit earlier where we have these kind of accordion games, rubber band games. A team gets out by a bunch. They're able to, the team that's behind is able to shrink that lead down, but then it's a couple bad plays in a row. It's a turnover they're not able to take advantage of. It's a bad pass, a poor shot. All in sequence there, not necessarily in that order, but then you're looking at a 6-point deficit when it was 2 just a minute ago. And now you have to rely on these threes. You're going to need a turnover here before you start fouling. Or it could have been a tie game or at least a 2-possession game that you cut to a 1-possession game. Oh, there's the steal. There it is. An errant pass, a little too much air under it, and a good jump on the ball. Southern Miss doesn't have to go quick here. Center had an opportunity if he went the other way. The Southern center went to his right when he needed to try and turn left. Now the danger if you go left is the game doesn't help adjust you back in. You will throw it off the back of the backboard. It will be a turnover. It will be out of bounds. You will be embarrassed. I will laugh at you. And we know that is the most dangerous thing is when a YouTuber makes fun of you for a thing that you did 20 years ago. Okay. Southern Mississippi can tie or take the lead. Center's going to drive inside. Bounce pass back out to point guard number 5. Kicks all the way across. That's a 2. It's good. Tie game. Arizona timeout. That is a very interesting sequence for Southern Mississippi and pretty rare in this game. A made 3. A made 3. They got the foul for 1 and then a deep 2. If any one of those things goes wrong, it starts to get real ugly real quick. Arizona can hold for the final shot. They should hold for the final shot. Went for the steal. Almost got it. The 3. If it's going to go, my goodness, Arizona for 3. Southern Mississippi has a chance. 1.2 isn't wild. I don't think they don't get to advance the ball. That's the problem. It'll be a way back behind half-court shot, and unfortunately, they miss it. Hey, that's a good game, though. That's a great game. That would be in contention. I would make a little note. I'd say, hey, Arizona, Southern Miss, top 5 potential. And I'd make a little other note that said Southern Miss down early, tight finish. Bam. There's the Kansas Jayhawk. I was just talking about him. Look at 1/2. The only good thing about it, stupid, ugly, beaked face. Look at that guy. Turned into 3 of them. Oh, God. Okay. We have one more game to showcase for you today. But before we do that, let's give you the... What am I doing? Why are you scrolling so weirdly? Where was I? Oh, because it doesn't... it's scrolling the window weirdly. versus... Okay. We left off with LSU, Minnesota. There we go. That's the information I was looking for. Ugh. And then this... Oh, don't open that. Oh, God. Please, no. Please, God, no. We've done... You've been doing so well, computer. It doesn't like streaming and recording at the same time. It, like, breaks. But seems to be stream just fine. Day 3 matchups. Here they are. They should be your pick. I will be honest. It's a little hesitant. I'm a little hesitant. It's a little scary to come out and tell you, like, hey, if you want to try and win, this is who you would want to pick. And it's Louisville. Louisville, I don't actually have my notebook in here. They're playing Missouri. I don't have my notebook in here. But I do have my notepad, which is where I actually put that. This team, Louisville, is a 5-time champion. There have only been 3 champions total. I've done 7 of these tournaments. Louisville is the pick to win the whole thing. They are 32-2 all time in this tournament. There are 34 games, in this tournament dedicated that have this team. Their best finish is when they lost in the Sweet 16. Even when they lost and they didn't win, they still managed to get a 3rd place finish. Louisville is unstoppable to the point that if they were to win, I will retire them. Louisville is a monster. I actively root against them because they make the tournament less interesting. They play a full court defense. The computer does not know how to deal with that for some reason. It's a nightmare. I don't have any notes on Missouri. Good luck. Miami and Tennessee are going to be next. Tennessee and Miami. I should, because this is the 5th one. Where are we going, Miami? I already had them. We get to see them earlier. They looked pretty good, I will say. Dayton just looked a little better. They had a shot with a weird sequence at the end of the game where it got kind of ugly, but yeah, there you go. Miami and Tennessee. We have Pittsburgh. I always go the wrong way. Oh, the naked. Oh, good. Fantastic. And maybe the favorite, the fan favorite, the lumpy. It's the Crimson Tide of Alabama. The Elephants are here. They are playing. Oh boy, they would have to meet Louisville. I think Alabama played Louisville and beat them in the first tournament because Alabama's best finish is 2nd. And then we're going to kind of my home team, though technically not because I'm from Spokane and their home team is the Gonzaga Bulldogs. But I've always been a fan of the Washington State Cougars, and they are playing Syracuse. Might be my personal favorite mascot. I love the Crimson Tide. I love elephants. I'm a huge fan of elephants. But the orange is just so doofy. It is so wonderfully goofy. I love the Syracuse orange mascot. And I love that they are just called the orange and they are just... What if we just throw an orange out there? Speaking of... Oh, actually, that's the next one. Hey, the team that we just saw. Southern Mississippi. They will be hosting the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So there you go. Couple high five. Waiting for some high fives. Bam. There you go. Then, speaking of, my hometown team, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, are going to head to take on the Arizona State Sun Devils. Bam. Sun Devils have performed well in the past. They made... Did they win? Were they a winner? I should actually point out the winners. I believe they won a tournament. Hold on. I have the note here. Do I have a note? Nope. I don't. Oh. They won September Mascot Madness 1. So they are a champion. So if you want to pick them, they have done well in the past. What I need to do is for next year is get all the stats and statistics. I also need to start making this earlier. But that's a Sean problem. Okay. 2 more games here for the 3rd day of the tournament before we jump into the next day. or the next game. Weber State. I think it's Weber. The Wildcats are taking out. Oh God. Oh good God. Well, I think we found our thumbnail for this one. This. Goodness gracious. It's awful. It's just awful. The New Mexico low. This is disgusting. I forgot this was here. And the last one is Temple. Temple, I believe, are Owls. Yes, they are. We love Owls here. Villanova, they are Wildcats. So there you go. And that's it. Okay, so we'll have one more chunk to take a peek at. Oh, because we need to scroll down. Oh, God. Stupid thing. We'll have one more little chunk to take a look at after our fourth and final game. And our fourth and final game is UCLA and Texas. I don't know why I hit triangle. I need this. UCLA and Texas. UCLA. Texas. Fourth and final matchup. Are both these teams ranked? No, they are not. UCLA is kind of a traditional college basketball power. I don't know. They've played some incredible games against the Gonzaga Bulldogs. For whatever reason, when Gonzaga and UCLA match up, specifically in the NCAA tournament, it is genuinely incredible, some of the games that they have had. And it's gone, tight games one way, tight games towards Gonzaga. Gonzaga had the buzzer beater a couple years ago. UCLA's defeated Adam Morrison, made him cry on the court because he was so passionate about basketball or whatever. And now Adam Morrison has 2 rings with the Los Angeles Lakers. So who really won? And I think he was in an episode of Modern Family. Not like because they talked to him and he had lines, but because he was on the bench when they were filming. Why do we keep having so many early fouls, by the way? Nice run by the UCLA Bruins to beat the Longhorn. Bevo, I believe, is the Bruin, or the Bruins. The mascot, Texas mascot's name. And I only know that because they always bring out a live animal, and it sometimes doesn't go well. Because they're live wild animals. And they're huge. Texas with a nice 3 there. Good rotation, wide open shot. Knocks it down and gives them the lead 4-2. Texas and Colorado both bring out big live animals, and you just go, how's this going to go wrong today? And you can throw in Oklahoma with the Boomer Sooner cart that has fallen over multiple times. But then you have a team like Georgia that brings out Uga. And you're like, man, nothing's going to go wrong here. That dog's just going to hang out in its air-conditioned doghouse. I do think the Cougars should bring back a live cougar. I think they had one at one point. Nothing could go wrong. We did watch, because the Washington Huskies, Cougars and Huskies play the Apple Cup. They've kept it alive, even though the Huskies went and sucked in the Big Ten. But they have a Husky that they run out with. Obviously it's the same as the Uga. And not really much is going to go wrong here. Maybe they poop on the field. Who knows? Which, honestly, that'd be great. There's a dog that pooped on the field of a major league... No, not a major league game. MILB game, AA, AAA, whatever. He just ran out, was supposed to go get the bat. The dog just was like, nope, and then just pooped on the infield. It was great. Anyway, they bring out... The Huskies bring out the dog, and they lead out, and there's like a trainer with them to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And this dog is just running at a light jaunt, and the handler that is with this dog is huffing it harder than they have ever huffed it, whatever it is before. They are giving 130%. This dog's giving maybe 25, maybe 30. Just a nice light jaunt. Just it's very funny. It was very funny to see this dog looked like it was the easiest, breeziest jog in the world, and this handler just going, I might die. Defensive foul puts Texas on the line. It's 8-4, by the way. For more wonderful commentary like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. 10-4 Texas with 2:08 to go here in the first half. As the camera shakes, kinda. I don't know if you could turn that off. It feels like a feature that they did not consider in 2005. And you would understand why they would do it. They'd be like, oh, but it's like disorienting and like, oh man, you get it. It's like all the hype. And it's like, yeah, it's also just annoying. They're doing it. You can see up at the kind of the top of the screen there, you can see a double screen. They freed up that shooter to try for the 3, stepped inside, took a 2. Either way, it works. Oh, Texas doesn't have big feet on its players either. This is now an examination of Mascot feet. UCLA gets a nice little friendly bounce there. Nice throw inside. That's a beautiful play. A finger roll. And 1 minute to go. 6-point game. UCLA had they had 2 of those plays going at the same time. Went to the actually both of them were covered by the time the ball got out of the hand. But UCLA slices the lead in half. One good defensive possession, you can cut this down to 1 or a tie. Well, there it is. They throw it. Nice shot. Oh, it was blocked. I thought that was going to go out of bounds, but the game magnetized the ball into the Bruins' hands. 28 seconds to go. They should be able to... Oh, no. There's about... I think there is like less than a second. There's less than a second difference between shot and game clock. I had to like look and double check. I like that 3. Even though it didn't go down, it bounced out and went up on the backboard, creating a turnover. I'm okay with it. Maybe like is a strong word. I don't think I need that anymore. That almost got stolen. Did get stolen. 3 at the buzzer. That is a heartbreaker for the Bruins. And that was literally at the buzzer. 17-11. That so easily could be a 15-14 or a 15-15 or 14-14 game. But instead, it's a 6-point difference. Good job by Texas. Good job for Texas. Or good job by Texas to turn that defense into offense. It's a 6-point lead here. That's a nice deep 2, and Texas is rolling. Couple made shots here at the end of the first half and the start of the second half. That's what you look for. That's what you want. Almost stolen away. That is the double dip that you want in these situations. We're going to take the final shot of the first half, first shot of the second half, and we're going to take a 3-point lead and stretch it to a 7-point. Oh, that's a nice block, and then fouled on the second try. Second personal on number 45. First team foul. The shot is up and good. And the second free throw is good as well. So it was 14-11. It's a 7-0 run for Texas, who switches to a full court defense. It's not what Louisville uses. Louisville uses a full court press, and you'll see them you'll see that team trick a lot of the opposition going up the floor. That's just some full court defense. That's a one-on-one. What Louisville does is as soon as you throw the ball in, there are 2 defenders around you with a third kind of lurking near midcourt. When the person receives the ball from the inbound, and the two people are on them. When they try to whip it forward to get to the next teammate, the person in the middle, they take it, they get a fast break on the other, going the other way, taking defense, turning it into offense. Very quickly, they can do what Texas did. They can take a 2-point game and turn it into a 7, 9, 11-point game very quickly. The key to stopping it is, obviously, you have to make smart passes, but you have to play good defense as well. Because Louisville won't set up in a full court press when the ball is just rebounded. It's only when they make a basket and they get to set their defense that they do it. So you have to keep them away from the basket, but it gets really tricky if you get 2 or 3 of those in a row. They make a basket, full court press, turnover. Make a basket, full court press, turnover, make a basket. It real quick, it goes fine to ugly real quick. 23-14, 2:45 to go here in the second. UCLA did a good job to make it interesting, but they just don't seem to have enough against this Texas team. And I guess if you really wanted to do research, all the videos are up. It, granted, is like, I think it's 32 hours per-ish. So you'd have 32 times 7. 7? Oops. It's only 224 hours. That's it. That's, I guess, more alarming to me because I do this. So I will easily eclipse 250 hours of just commentating basketball over the last 7 years. Or 5 years. 7 years. 6 years. When did the Lego Movie 2 come out? That's when I started streaming. I want to say that was the beginning of 2019. The Lego Movie. Yeah, 2019, so. Really love the Lego Movie. February 8th, so it would have been March of 2019. And this is only the 5th one of these I've done, but there's a couple of nice timeout by UCLA. Maybe not great, because they could have maybe turned that into a fast break. They're down by 10. I think that interrupts the flow and the momentum. But there are only 5 mascot tournaments, but there's 7 total. Whatever, doesn't matter. I think it averages out to like 1 per year, but it's all good. Yeah, it does actually. A couple years I did 2 of them. And they were the 2 years that I did stuff in September of those years. And so it was just like, oh man, that recording stuff got really truncated. Oh, nice steal. Again, I don't know why you're taking a timeout for 2 reasons. 1, you're down 10, and 2, it's the other reason I said last time they took a timeout. It's just, it interrupts the flow of your offense. I could understand it, I could understand it if they're sliding out of bounds or whatever, but when everybody's on all 4s, everybody's up and ready to run, that's not great. Bounce pass inside. Tried to get over a couple of defenders, but nothing doing. Defensive foul, Texas ball. I don't know why they're fouling. They're down by 10 with 45 seconds, so. You want teams that don't quit, but you want teams that don't quit. It's weird, because we'll see teams that'll foul down 10, and then there are teams that are down like 4 that don't foul fast enough, and you're like, why is this logic this way? Let's go team! Let's go team! Oh my goodness. Could you imagine if 1, they made that, or 2, they got the offensive rebound? Ooh, blocked right at the end. He thought about it. They absolutely thought about it. They thought about that. All right. Not a great game. We had two that weren't good. We had two that were pretty solid. That's a good split. That's what you're looking for. Because you have to do two mentalities about it. You're not going to get good games every single time. That's just not how it's going to happen. But you don't want it to be so skewed towards bad games that, like, the tournament isn't fun. And, you have to also think about the fact that, like, not every March Madness game is good. There's teams that get blown out. 1s versus 16s are like, that's how that works. But that's how it goes. All right, let's do this. Let me grab that last little batch of matchups for you. We left off on Temple and Villanova, and this thing just does not scroll in a way that is helpful. And we will show you the final 8 matchups here, and you can make your picks. You are down to 26 hours and 40 minutes before I will start recording it. The first matchup of day number 4. This is a true fan favorite as well. It's the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the California Golden Bears. California and UCLA both have like mascots that aren't terrible but have one weird feature about them, and it's California's mouth. Just being honest. That's matchup number 1. Then we will head to Maryland to see the 5th Ninja Turtle, the Terrapins. And they will be taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. I hate that mascot. Okay. Yep, forgot about that. Then we'll head to Oregon to see the Oregon State Beavers. Did we see Oregon? Is Oregon in this? Did I goof? Did I make a goof? Are the Oregon... I highlight... Where are the Oregon Ducks? They might be in day 1. Yeah, they are. Okay, that's fine. Oh, man. I don't know why that freaked me out. I was like, shoot. So Oregon's one of 2 teams, I want to say, that have had some weirdness with them, where they're in March Madness like 05, 06, and 07, but for some reason aren't in 08 or 09, because those are the only 5 games that have enough teams to make a full 64-team tournament. 04 has some, but it's only like 30 or 40, something like that. And even then, like, there's a good chunk of them that aren't super great. So I think you could do like a 32-team tournament, which could be kind of interesting. Maybe that's like an offshoot thing, because that'd be like a lot less work, I guess. You could do it like an off. That would maybe be a better one for September. Well, maybe we'll take a look at it. Oregon State is taking on Georgia Tech. Sorry, I got very confused there. Georgia Tech. Yellow Jackets taking on Beavers. I got a little distracted there because I forgot about Oregon. So Oregon's weird. And there's one other team that isn't in all of them. So there's a couple teams. Sam Houston State's been in 1. And there's another team that I had marked down that had 1 appearance as well. Or maybe, yeah. So there is a little bit of funkiness. So if we were to ever look at their records, back, well, they still have better records than, like, the Cougars have never won a game, which is heartbreaking. Ooh, this one's a good one because I like Tulsa. The Tulsa Golden Hurricanes will be playing the Duke Blue Devils. The Duke Blue Devils are important because they won the very first tournament. So Duke, Arizona State, everything else is Louisville. You do the math. That is 4 championships, 2 for 2 other schools. Texas is taking on Wisconsin. Now, you might think that this would be a hand-picked matchup because my brother really liked playing as Texas when we were kids, and I'm a big Wisconsin guy. But this is just the mascot gods smiling down on me. Badgers, Longhorns, take what you want to do, or do what you will with the information you were just given as far as that team was concerned. All right, Wisconsin, Texas, Baylor and South Carolina is next. The Baylor Bears carried the winner of last year's Mascot Madness tournament bracket to victory. So keep that in mind. They played well. I think Baylor is a little hot and cold. Like they either do well or like lose immediately. I don't think there's like much of an in-between. I could be wrong, but this mascot is familiar in a way that some others aren't. Let's go back to the G's and we will go to Georgetown. Oh, there you go. The Hoyas. They will be taking on Connecticut. I always want to go to UConn because that's how I have it written, but there you go. UConn, we saw them today. Didn't we? And then we have the big finale matchup, which is Ohio State and Stanford. If you don't know the story, I will tell it to you. It's quick. We're on our way to a Washington State Cougars game, talking about mascots. My mom does not like the Stanford Cardinal, nor does she like the Ohio State Buckeyes. And she said, if those two teams play, I hope that it ends in a tie and no one wins. 0-0. So there you go. That's the final one. I always pick this one. They are two pretty heinous mascots. I don't really like Ohio State anyway. I feel unopinionated on Stanford, but I hate that trick. So there you have it. Those are all of the matchups in the first round. You can take what you want, take what you will with the information that you were given in our 4 games between the 8 teams that we saw them, and fill it out. You're down to 25 hours and 34 minutes. I think I said the time wrong earlier, but you're officially down to that amount of time. 25 hours, 34 minutes. To fill out a bracket, I will start recording that at noon Pacific time, March 1st, at noon Pacific, okay? That's when it's happening, so you still have a little bit of time. If you're watching this video late, I'm sorry. But you'll have a chance next year, as I will try to be a little more proactive on some of the advertising for it. But, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll forget. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and subscribe. You can ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. The Mascot Madness playlist might be here. Baseball in the evenings, all that good stuff. Thanks again for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll catch you in the next one. Why is that? Oh, it's so far behind because oh God, this isn't helpful. Can we do, where are we? Are we good? It's when I look over here. Something. I don't know how the stream ends. I'm trying to make sure I don't cut myself off. But I guess if I cut myself off, I can't cut myself off. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you later. Oh, Mascot Madness posts every Sunday, every Monday here on the channel in the month of March. So stay tuned for that. Then we'll jump back into Driver and we'll jump back into Mass Effect. New videos Tuesdays. New gameplay stuff on Tuesdays. Thursdays is co-op. Fridays is random stuff. Wednesdays, Saturdays, taste test. You know the drill on the channel. But hey, if you're new, you're new. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one, and goodbye.